Hello everyone, and welcome back to Solasta Crown of the Magister. Last time we re-entered this strange castle where many undead and peculiarities lie. And after killing 6 zombies, we've moved through. We found some journals pertaining to possible creatures and heroes we might find later on through this location. But for right now, there is a room here with more zombies and dark apprentices in. And we need to decide how it is we wish to progress. And I think now that Faith's sneak attack is quite so high, I'm inclined to try and attack this Dark Apprentice before they see us. There are at least 2 of them, it seems. But we can try and get the drop on them and then use this door as a choke point. So if we come across here with our ranged attack, we can actually attack from here. Okay, they are surprised.
Perhaps if you tried to be loud instead?
But we did get a good sneak attack in for 1 less than max damage, which really hurts, but you know, what are you going to do? The zombie is surprised, so that's their surprised condition moved. Now it's across to Gothic, and with that guy on the right on 1 HP currently, I think this is the perfect time for a magic missile, just first level. We can do 1 here. I can't see where the other person is, so we're just going to have to do all the darts into the zombie otherwise. Gothic is of course discovered by doing... maybe not discovered, it's still got the shield symbol. But we'll then have them fall back. Then Kite gets to take a turn. I'm going to try and keep up with the ranged attacks. And because we have a bow rather than a crossbow, we are not hindered by the loading property, so we can still attack twice with our ranged weapon. And then they too will hop back into cover. And then Pastel. If we can see them in range from here, it will be another case of Sacred Flame. And they have very little health left, but we have been... we've remained hidden, so it's only... it's Faith and Kite, but I'm sure everything's going to be great. That zombie is surprised. The Dark Apprentice, who is hidden somewhere in the back, also surprised. So they've now had their first formal turns. There they are. All nope, that's another zombie. What I would like Faith to do, although it's going to be hard in the areas where these torches are, is actually hide again and then make a sneak attack against the Dark Apprentices and such. So what we will do is... We can't cunning action... We can cunning action hide. I thought we couldn't after we took an attack. When you take the hide action, you make a dexterity stealth check to hide, following the rules of hiding. If you succeed, any attack roll made against you is disadvantage and you have advantage on your attacks. The last until you remain detected. You may not try and hide if you are currently detected. I see. So it just has been previously the case that we have been detected because we were actively fighting something. So here comes a zombie. Faith is no longer hidden. That's fine. We're going to attack with Firebolt for 2d10 if we hit. And we roll a 1 and a 3. Now, it's probably time to actually move in. We can't just keep standing in a doorway forever.
More coming your way.
The thing that we can't do with a bow is smite, apparently. That needs to be a melee weapon for smiting. But now, Pastel can hop in. Still hidden. We can cast spell Sacred Flame against the zombie. If we were making a spell attack, we would have advantage because we're hidden. But because they're making a save, there isn't advantage on saves like that. Not at least against a regular spell in this capacity. Now it's just the Dark Apprentice remaining. Because Pastel is still hidden, I will bother to try and hide back around the door frame.
Hold firm. You've endured worse.
And we've been hit with an acid arrow, and we are now acidified. Taking acid damage until the end of the effect. Interesting. So, are we able to cunning action hide here? We are not. We are currently perceived. Okay. Well, then we're just going to move up behind what might be some cover, although I don't see the shield symbol. Dark Apprentice is unlit. Sure. When you roll 2 18s in a row, it doesn't matter quite so much. And
I needed that.
let's get a torch out for what follows. I'm going to assume that she is not close enough to be illuminating that guy over there. And there are a couple of interesting books, but the torches that are closest are not ones that are probably going to help us illuminate our adversary. So, I'm just going to have to attack at disadvantage for now.
Most unfortunate, that.
Yeah, and then that one does not help. But Kite still has plenty of health. He's going to charge in.
Take that.
1 whole damage. Oh, that's a better roll. And then it's taken some acid damage, which we expected because of the condition. Now, Pastel is still hidden. We have stealth, so we have advantage because we are stealthy. We have disadvantage because they are not lit. So those two things actually cancel one another out. So it will just be a straight roll. But a straight roll for 8 is not very good. They are going to cast Chill Touch. We have managed to identify what that spell is. Oh, it made an Arcana check for us in this moment to see if we could identify what the spell is. That's awesome. And because it's Chill Touch, which is a cantrip, I am not going to worry about spending a spell slot to counter this. And they're retreating up to these quarters. Faith with the torch. We're going to cunning action dash as close as we can in hopes that they might be better illuminated. Unfortunately, whilst holding this torch, we cannot... We're holding our torch in one hand, our weapon in the other. We cannot cast a spell or use a ranged weapon, but we're just going to leave Faith here being our light source because everybody else is now going to take a turn. And they are lit, which is excellent.
A victory fit for a song.
And 2d10 damage will see them defeated. We can also learn a little bit more about zombies in the bestiary? Where is the bestiary? It's in the journals, isn't it? Journals. Zombies. So we have knowledge 3 of 4 now. So we can see AC of only 8, 22 HP, 5 movement. Can see all of the stats, and we can see that they have dark vision and they can speak common. But we don't know about any special features, special features, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities quite yet. But that is going to be really interesting as the campaign develops to learn more about our foes in that way. So I'm going to guess that this is just going to be bolts and arrows, which is very welcome, of course. And now let's pick through what we found. There's quite a lot to go through, it seems. So we've got objects to examine. Need... Oh, we can't read without our torch, it seems. Spirit and Flesh, Advanced Studies in Necromancy. Well, we could have guessed that. This will be some more bolts, I presume? No. Torch, a simple dagger, and a silver chalice worth 35 GP. Happy to have it. And then let's see what's going on upstairs around here. Regular container for looting. Presumably, I'm not just going to find a trap in a moment. I'd be mad if I did. But I would also generally expect as much. The experiments of Aurelathus. Words are hard, especially fantasy names. Principles of Animation by Neolius Thalama. We've got great big bookcases, doors, and a sleep area upstairs. Let's see what this apprentice had on their person. They've got rations, a dagger, gold, and 2 arrows. Fairly standard. And then this is a location that we can take a long rest if we were so wishing to. Which is a bit dangerous. I'd be intrigued to know if we took a long rest up here, whether we might be ambushed by zombies in the night or something, given the state of the location we're in. But I don't think we need a long rest quite yet. Pastel is still hiding. I guess we should all probably benefit from hiding. And we'll check another bookcase. We have an unidentified potion. And a love poem. Okay, let's give that to Gothic. Let's read the love poem, because who knows what might be pertinent and when. It was in a scroll, wasn't it? Moonlight drizzled from your armor, one room face to face, our eyes met. Art said sloppy as you draw near. No man has shaved you as I have. Shed, not shaved. Both our hands collide as well as our lips. The stars find sparks floating around to grasp. Gasp. I don't know what that says about my brain. Then Gothic. We could please take 10 minutes to ritual. Oh, we need a free hand. Ritual. Identify. Unidentified potion. If this is a love potion because we found it next to a poem, that would be very interesting.
I really thought
But no, it's a potion of superior healing. So is that 8d4 plus 8, which is incredible. That's basically almost a full heal in my brain for us at this time. You need to join the party in being cautious right now. Kite and Gothic are reasonably hurt. The other two doing just fine. Is there a way to heal that is more efficient than taking a short rest right now? I guess actually, I'm still stuck on Baldur's Gate 3 resting, in that here we can just take an hour and we literally have hit die that we can spend at our leisure. So I should keep that in mind, especially because we could have used Pastel's turn undead in that last fight, or the fight before even, and been pretty much okay. But let's bust another door. Okay, more library it seems. New waypoint added. Laboratory. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Great big expensive looking table. This was the room we started in. We came through this direction. And I think this has so far just been a one-way trip, hasn't it? Because this button opened a wall. This was not a hidden corridor, it was a lootable container. So we are actually on rails for now, I think. Which is fine. So, not going to long rest right now. I think that would be overkill. There is another Dark Apprentice up top. Probably a half dozen or so zombies. And I imagine maybe something in this cell, given the Dark Apprentice's proximity to it. But this place is fairly well lit. And the question becomes, what do we want to do for a opening action? Because one person might be able to stealth through all of this. 4, when one of them is wearing plate mail, far less so. So we are going to waypoint to the next level up. Interesting. We're going to start with a sneak attack here. We have... It won't be sneak attack because they are unlit. That's a shame. I don't know how we would get some light up there. What's that? That is a switch to open a door. There are torches already lit down here. And of course, Faith does not have dark vision. So we either need to bring them out into the light, or things are just going to kick off shortly. But the zombie's not very observant, although Kite is in bad armor.
Curses.
Yeah, I should act more proactively in these situations, but not yet. Right. Dark Apprentice up top. Gothic takes a big bite of damage because he is the one that's evidently not really in the cover. Right, what spellcasting do we want to consider at this point? Probably not much of that for AoE stuff and the like. I'd like to swap places with somebody, but I don't think we're going to get that luxury. Are they lit? Zombie is unlit. And I don't see a way to light this candelabra, which is a shame. So right now, let's get ourselves a bit of light in here. And they're going to come in closer, that's fine by me. Faith. This guy's still not going to be lit, which is a shame. We can't hide, so it's just going to be standard attacks. We know that their AC is 8, so they're not going to be very difficult to hit, which is great. And if they all want to group up so that we can try destroying them, I'm fine with that as well. So use power, turn undead. Okay, so it is based on our vicinity, not on a point that we choose. So it looks like we need to get about 3 steps closer to get that last guy in. I'm gonna guess that this is not quite close. No, not anywhere near close enough. Let's try then. we have we don't have enough room to get to there. Can we occupy the space the lights are in? We can. Alright. That will do it for 3. And apparently we didn't quite have that one in, but these two died immediately, which is excellent. There's one coming from the right on the far side of the room. And I would like to get somebody up here, ideally. But even with a dash, it's too high. Because we're going to need to close the gap on those guys. That's a given. So let's get ourselves there. Divine Favor, Shield of Faith, Branding Smite. Not any of that right now. Casting a spell. We don't know what it is. We're going to pass for right now. Chill Touch. Not too scary. Of course, you must be able to see the caster that is casting the spell in order to counterspell them. That is an integral part of things. Alright, well, we're not going to make any headway standing where we were. Let's move our dancing lights and illuminate this guy. There is a lot of range on that, which is very good.
Perhaps.
And then Faith is up. We cannot hide. Oh, because we're in sight of these zombies, that's why. Okay. Well, regardless, what we can do is dash to here and attack this nasty up there.
Nice move.
Solid 9. I think a short rest might be in order after this. Is there anything big and scary we want to utilize right now? Perhaps the basics. Although we need this guy to probably be more illuminated. Where is our sight line? Not from here. Alright, well these guys have 22 HP. If we can get a sight line shortly, we will use a guiding bolt on the apprentices, I think. Kite will take an attack of opportunity if they stand right there, but if they stand right here... Oh, they are in line of sight of the other guy. It's a shame, but that's fine. 2 attacks here. That's rough, but we can still do this. Yes. Do we want to smite? They have 7 HP left. I don't want to smite. 6 HP. You cruel game. Hostile spellcasting. No. Oh my. Yes, take an attack of opportunity. Okay. Oh. They did heal for half of what they spent. Gothic. Move the light source between these two so they can hopefully both be illuminated. And then... Is it time? I don't think it's time. But I think a magic missile... No, not yet. And we are... Oh, we got zombies to be worrying about, man.
Another victory.
20 damage and the zombie doesn't go down. That's rough. Faith. Alright, we're just going to deal with this guy, I think.
That one didn't even fight back.
Good. So it's just the apprentices left. We need to make sure that Kite doesn't go down. That's a real concern right now. Cast spell. Guiding bolt. If this hits, which it does, the next attack against that creature will have advantage. And if that's Faith, it will be sneak attack. We are going to use our power. We can lay on hands for 25 HP now. Is massive. Let's go for 15. And we're not going to counterspell on what's probably Chill Touch. Maybe Acid Arrow. Well, there's the 15 health we just healed. But also, Kite is acidified currently. And so if this turn ends and we don't heal him, he will probably go down to that last 3 HP. Which is very dangerous. But now I think Magic Missile. 1, 2. Let's do 3 and 1. Because we still have advantage on this guy closer to us. Well, they are no longer concentrating on Magic Missile. Sorry, Vampiric Touch, which is very good. Faith gets to sneak attack against this guy. Watch the dice.
Die.
Oh, it wasn't sneak attack. I thought it was because we had advantage because of our attack, but sure. Right, this guy. The awkward part is, if we kill this guy, Kite is probably going to die because of his acidification. So really, this turn we need to spend healing Kite, which is awkward, but you have to do what you have to do. It's a bonus action spell. That's excellent, and we can still cast a cantrip to see if we can kill this guy this turn. But we fail. So Kite at the end of this turn is probably going to take some damage. But that's fine. Right here, we can get off 2 attacks. No need to smite.
Die like the rest.
Cutscene? Oh my.
Who are you? What do you want?
Right, well, join me next time and we'll find out who this person is and what they want, because we seem to be quite aware of what they might want. So thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.